it's nice to see that these kids that do need extra help are getting that extra help and having someone there listening to them when they need it. This program has changed my life. Be like excited about the little things.
I've always been the little brother myself and my family, and so I thought it would be a fun opportunity to be the big brother for a change.
I always wanted to be a part of Big Brothers Big Sisters. I'm an only child, so I wanted some kind of connection with someone that was a little younger than me.
Skyra, she is one of the best bigs I've ever had, and she really makes me feel like I have someone to talk to every now and then.
Raina and I always have such a great time when we talk because we talk about the most random things. Trust is huge in any relationship, but especially when you're dealing with someone that is younger. You want to make sure that they feel comfortable with you and they feel like they can talk to you. And so definitely developing that trust, definitely building that relationship.
It helps because then I know that I can talk to her and know that she probably won't get mad, because she won't get mad in most situations.
She's a teenager, so the kind of shutting down and me kind of being on the outskirts and not knowing what's going on, it seems like she's kind of okay with talking now, and it's like she trusts me a little bit more almost.
Because sometimes I worry about if my mom gets mad about my grades, but then when I finally did, then she said, I don't really care what your grade is. All I always care about is just if you're working hard. So then that made me feel a little bit better.
This is a mutually beneficial relationship, and I definitely agree with that, right? I'm learning things, I'm growing. It's not just me nurturing someone else. It's also that opportunity for me to learn and also gain some skills that I can implement anywhere. So without resources, things can't continue, right? So we want this to keep going for a long time.
I think we all should make an effort to give back in some way, and I think that manifests itself really differently depending on what kind of person you are. And I think Big Brothers Big Sisters is really special to me, and I think there's a lot of kids out there who need that role model, and I think they do a great job of making you feel like you're not just left to the woods. They give you tons of resources, they give you tons of feedback, and you're always communicating with them on how you can better your relationship. I do like being the big brother. I like that.
Most of my family members are really busy and they don't have time to play with me, so I got AJ.
You want to show me the ropes and then I'll give it a try?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I feel like they really did their homework and they really asked Jamel what he was into. They did the same with AJ. They asked me what I expected, what I wanted from the program. And I feel like they really went above and beyond to try to find a perfect match for him and try to find a perfect match for my daughter.
I'm so lucky. I think Jamel and I have a lot in common in terms of the things we're interested in.
Me and AJ love superheroes, Star Wars, and we're mostly at his house playing Star Wars Battlefronts and with his cats. My dad hasn't been here a lot of times. He's actually been in jail for a lot of my life, so I actually have someone to talk to when I feel sad because I miss him.
Behavioral for my son has, it's gotten so much better. He seems like he can speak more. He's ready to talk more instead of just acting out or shutting down. And he also talks to AJ sometimes, and maybe it's things he doesn't want me, that he thinks I wouldn't understand, maybe about girls or whatever at school. It seems like it has helped tremendously.
How can I be looking at life differently? How can I be a better person myself? And man, it's been really great to see him grow and have our relationship really thrive because, not only do we get to enjoy doing so many things together, but also he's really engaged. Every time we hang out, he's just excited no matter what. He's always excited, always really engaged about whatever we're doing, and he'll always go with the flow. And that's just really refreshing and really nice to see. I would be lying if I'd say that Jamel hasn't had an equal impact on me as I hope I've had on him. And I think this is a really great opportunity to not only be a role model and be there for someone, but also to become a better person and feel like you're growing.
I really like the bond that you get with a little and kind of the impact that you are making in her life. Just being that person that you're able to sit there and just be that constant person in their life, because sometimes they don't always have that. And that's why they're sometimes in this program, or they just need some extra help, extra focus, and the fact that you're there to give that to them and maybe help them with their schoolwork if they need it. It's just, I think it helps the kids a lot, and I really enjoy being able to be that person for them. Dee is just a firecracker. The first day that I met her, she was all over the place, and Sometimes she's shy. She has her days. I like that she's like, comes to me if she needs something or if she doesn't feel comfortable with something or she needs to talk. Like, I like being able to be that person for her. And she's always so excited when I'm walking around with her in the hallways. Like, she's like, this is my sister. Like, it's never like, this is Callie. Like, it's always like, this is my sister. It's not my big sister, it's just, this is my sister. And like, that warms my heart.
I feel like if we didn't have a program like Big Brothers Big Sisters, there would be a lot more children that are just lost and trying to find their own way and making huge mistakes that can possibly ruin their life. And I feel like they have really done so much in the positive and for my kids and helping them grow and helping them be comfortable in who they are. So I feel like a program like Big Brothers Big Sisters is very important. I feel like it's needed all over.
I don't see it as necessarily giving back to a charitable organization. I think the relationship Jamel and I have is incredibly beneficial to the both of us, and I think more people should search out relationships that benefit them.
The fact that these kids are having someone there for them always, I think is super imperative and super important.
If you're thinking about it, stop thinking and do it. There's so much to learn. There's opportunities for other people to learn from you as well. And the children are our future, right? Well, I feel like Whitney Houston at this point, but